Hi guys, welcome to Tamra's Tarot Variety. Tonight I am going to be channeling Jesus. So I feel like I should clap because I always clap for the celebrities. Yay! The way that I'm going to be doing this though is different. I actually channeled him through automatic writing. So automatic writing is when a medium prays to spirit or talks to spirit, depending on the medium, as they're writing, and we just write down what we hear. So I'm just going to tell you guys what was told to me. Now, I channeled this on Easter, and today, that was April 4th, 2021. And today is April 18th, 2021. So it's been a while. What happened was it was Heath Ledger's birthday on Easter. So I channeled him, and then I talked to Jesus about this. I was like, do you want me to wait on Heath? And he said no. So channel Heath. And then I did my tarot reads for each sign. But I wrote down all of this information on Easter. Okay, let me get started. So Jesus wanted to remind you all, sorry, a message is coming in. Jesus wanted to remind you all that he is a messenger of God. First and foremost, he's a messenger. So let me get started. He said, he was very conversational. He said, people get hung up on the commandments in the Bible. And he said, thou shalt not, ... I know the commandments. He said, but it's been translated throughout the ages to people of modern times as this idea of like, don't do these things. But people think that Jesus and God know that they're human and they're going to do them anyway. So people just break the commandments and then ask for forgiveness. But he said, no, that's not it. God is in you. You are God, and you are a part of God. It is in your behavior. It's an active. So basically, trying to follow the Bible requires your active participation. And he said many worship corporations, politicians, idols, and then go to church to be absolved. And he said, no, you need to go to church to gather and to help. You can pray, but it's more in the active gathering and helping. Every person, no matter what handicap, can help. Even if it's just an ear to listen to someone else, a compliment, or giving advice. But every person should have a chance to participate in life. And when he says participate, he means help. And that's the key word that he wants us to focus on, is helping. And he even made an example, guys, of being in the hospital and you're the patient. He said, even in that case, you can actually even help the doctors and nurses or people who are visiting you. You can still be in the position to help while receiving help. So he said, we'd have a lot less disease if people ate less, exercised more, and treated animals humanely. And he said the best practice for the way we treat animals is actually kosher. And he said it's just what makes sense logically. And that is the best ritual. But also, if we ate less meat, but cleaned the meat properly and taken care of the animals properly, we would have much less disease and less viruses. He's recommending fish, chicken at this time due to environmental concerns. Fish, chicken, less beef, but beef treated humanely and properly. And lamb, same thing across the board. Healthy eating. He said, be very careful with shellfish at this time with the pollution. He would like us to continue to work on cleaning up the environment, because then we will have less toxicity in our bodies and less disease. He wants to remind us again to not idol worship. He said, yes, some people do contribute more, give more, entertain more, such as celebrities. He said, you can appreciate that. You can even pay them more. But just don't rely on people in power, any kind of power, to be your moral compass or to imitate them or live your life for them, as they are just human as you are. Now, he does understand that, and when I say him, he's a spirit, it's a masculine spirit. He does understand that, there are celebrities, there are people who vibrate at a higher energy, who are in power, who are helping people, larger amounts of people. And he does agree with respecting that. But what he is also saying is just please understand that we're all human. And he again goes back to that idea that we're all here to help, maybe just on different levels. And he's not saying that, those people should be compensated. It's just, it's been very exaggerated. And the only reason he's saying that is to help us. What could make a society sicker mentally, physically. This is the advice. This is why he's giving this advice. So then he went on to say, it's okay to love who you want to love. But again, this is not judgment. This is for our own, peace of mind. He said it's okay to love who you want, and he thinks it's better. So he said it's okay to love who you want with commitment. Commit mind, body, heart, and soul. And again, he said this on Easter, and this is in regards to some of the unhappiness or problems that people feel. And he said, just love, really love. Be honest about who you love. Take your time and appreciate people. But also show non-romantic love to your friends, family, and community. So, imagine if everybody did that. Take action steps to change things you don't agree with. Politics, policies. Don't vote against your deepest issues and then pray for repentance. I think that's what it's called. Repentance. Yeah. For some reason, you ever look at a word and you're like, is that a word? Yeah, I wrote repentance. When you behave in unholy ways, when you pass over, you're going to look back and see when you did that, and you're going to want to experience the challenge again. So that's why many come back. It's very complicated, but he's just telling you this because you might as well not do that, because when you pass, you're going to watch that, and it will be you that's going to want to come back to challenge yourself to do better. That being said, he understands this could fall under the category of karma for some, but it's not exactly that. He's saying it. So, okay, and some people use this idea of karma to try to explain another person's karma and use that as to not help others. So that would be like someone seeing someone who is disadvantaged, going through a hard time, needing help, and then saying, well, that must be their karma, so I'm going to let them deal with it. He said, no, that's not how it is. The more advantaged you are on earth, the more you were given. He is expecting you to give more because you are in the advantaged position. So he says that's been twisted. So these are, I'm trying to use like better words to, not better, but trying to interpret this. So some of this is like my words, but what he's telling me, I'm like elaborating. So he said it's gotten a little twisted, this idea of karma. And he said, if you are more advantaged and you use all of that advantage to make yourself just more advantaged, especially at the expense of others, said it will not make you happy. He can guarantee that. You might think that, and he's not saying like dim your light or don't try to be successful. That's not it. That's the other extreme. But try as best you can to use your success in a healthy way where you're not being taken advantage of, but to help others, as that is your purpose of being advantaged. This is an interesting idea. He said, don't try to be happy. That can cause a lot of stress. He said, try to be at peace. Let me repeat that. Don't try to be happy. Try to be at peace. Cooperation will bring inner peace. Opportunities to love. Look for opportunities to love and be loved for not being perfect, but doing your best. And let that be I guess, a criteria that you would look for in any type of relationship, that that person feels the same way, that neither of you are perfect, and this is any kind of relationship, but know that both are loved and both will try to do their best. The cycle of doing what you want and repenting will bring you disease, discomfort, and unhappiness. You will try to cover up those negative feelings or negative energy with distraction and addiction to numb the pain, because that's what brings pain. Either doing that yourself or having that done to you. So that would be, let me go back. Just doing what you want, like being, I don't know, with disregard to what is best, what is in your highest good and the highest good of other people. So as many of you might also carry pain from another lifetime, but it's good to get to the root of the issue in this lifetime as best you can. It is good to get to know yourself as best you can. But more so in the way of how it can help you be your best in this lifetime. So it doesn't want you to get too hung up on other lifetimes. Now, me as a medium, and what my life purpose is I get a lot more into that. And it's because that's one of my gifts. But he said, not everyone is meant to be a medium or psychic and to delve so deep into past lives. Like, if you're called to do that if you feel like that would help you. But the most important thing is for you to use your own gifts, talents, and to focus on this lifetime and to try to heal your wounds. So it's not in so much of the uncovering of where they came from. That's important, but you don't want to, for that to be the only main focus. The main focus is clearing that negative energy so that you can, be your best self. And try to think of this as ways that you can get tripped up to. He would like you to honor your level of masculinity and femininity, whatever that is for you. He would like you to pray to him, but please do it in a state of peace and calm. Well, if you're looking for answers, of course, he says pray anytime, especially if you need help. But also set aside some time to pray, like meditate and pray. And listen for the answers you receive, because they're trying to give us help, to give us advice, to give us answers. He said he's funny too. Like, I'm sounding so serious, but he was just saying this like da 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 da. And he's like very conversational. He said, don't keep praying and then ignoring signs and answers. This is when he was joking. It's really funny. And I've noticed that all of my guides and archangels and spirit that I pray to, they're funny guys. So he said, He said, "Oh, don't just keep praying and ignoring signs and answers." He said, "You'll just be a pest." And then he laughed and he's like, "Just, we're teasing you." Trust me, they tease me all the time, especially when I just keep pestering them with questions and they've already answered them. And anyway, so treat those closest to you the best with high regard, or do not have them close. He said there's no excuse for abuse. Please pray to me and tell us exactly how we can help. You have free will. Yes, there are some things that are fated and in your contract, but you do have free will. So please pray for what you want. Be specific. And if it's in your highest good and the highest good for those around you, everyone involved, they will do their best to help you. But after you pray, they also want you to take action steps. So that's just one little step towards what you want, just to show them that, you appreciate them and you're willing to be responsible and help yourself. And they will assist you. Okay, so that is it from Jesus at this time, and hopefully if it went well. Oh, he's shaking his head, so yeah. So I will do this again, but that is all for now. Those are messages from Jesus. And yeah, there some of the messages are, I've heard those messages before in my lifetime. So, but that's what he wanted to say on Easter. So thank you for tuning in, and I will channel Jesus at another time. And that's it for now. All right, thank you. Bye. And I wanted to say, peace be with you. Yeah. He said, yeah, that's in Star Wars, and we do that at church. But really, try to live your life in a way that is peaceful instead of trying to be happy. He said, just try that and you'll probably feel a lot better. All right, that's it for now. All right, bye guys. Thank you.